What if I told you that the secret to perfect relationships is hidden in simple numbers? That every birth date contains a compatibility code that can predict the future of your relationships? Today we'll reveal the ancient mystery of numerology and learn how numbers govern our love. Prepare for discoveries that will forever change your understanding of compatibility. Believe me, what you'll learn in a few minutes could save your relationship or help you find the perfect partner. Stay until the end. The most interesting part is coming. Friends, welcome to the channel where we explore the mysteries of the universe through the lens of numbers. My name is Oleg, and today we're diving into the amazing world of numerological compatibility. Did you know that Pythagoras, the great mathematician of antiquity, considered numbers the foundation of all existence? He claimed, "Numbers rule the universe." And these aren't just beautiful words. This is the key to understanding human relationships. Numerology is the ancient science of how numbers influence our lives. Each number carries certain energy, character, and features. And when we understand these energies, we can predict how relationships between people will unfold. Imagine the famous couple, Bill and Melinda Gates. Their joint work in charity, harmony in business. All of this can be explained through numerology, but more on that later. First, let's break down how the life path number system works. This is the foundation of all numerological compatibility. Your life path number is calculated simply. You add all the digits of your birth date until you get a single digit. For example, if you were born on March 15th, 1990, we calculate like this: 1 plus 5 plus 0 plus 3 plus 1 plus 9 plus 9 plus 0. Krishak's 28, then 2 plus 8 equals 10, and finally 1 plus 0 equals 1. Your life path number is 1. Each number from 1 to 9 has unique characteristics. Ones are natural leaders, independent and ambitious. Twos are peacemakers, sensitive and cooperative. Threes are creative natures, sociable and optimistic. And now the most interesting part, how these numbers interact in relationships. There are harmonious combinations that seem made for each other, and there are complex combinations that require work on yourself. Let's start with perfect pairs. 1 and 9. This is a combination of leader and sage. 1 gives direction, and 9 gives depth and understanding. Such couples often achieve outstanding results in business and life. 2 and 8, a union of sensitivity and strength. 2 softens 8's ambitions, and 8 protects and provides for 2. This is the classic combination of behind a strong man stands a wise woman. 3 and 5, this is an explosion of creativity and freedom. Both numbers love change, travel, new experiences. Such couples are never bored together, but it's important for them to learn stability. 4 and 6 form the foundation of reliability. 4 builds, 6 cares. These are couples who create strong families and stable homes. But what if your numbers didn't make it to the harmonious list? Don't despair. Numerology isn't a sentence, but a guide to action. Take the difficult combination. 1 and 1. 2 leaders in one boat. It would seem disaster is inevitable. But look at Elon Musk and his approach to relationships. He learns to give up control, find compromises. The key to success in any relationship is understanding and accepting differences. Numerology gives us a map of these differences. It shows where conflicts might arise and how to avoid them. For example, if one partner is a 4, loves order and stability, and the other is a 5, craves freedom and change, they need to find balance. 4 can learn to be more flexible, and 5 can become more responsible. Let's look at a concrete example. Suppose we have a couple. He's a 3, she's a 6. 3 is a creative, sometimes impractical nature who lives in a world of ideas. 6 is caring, responsible, valuing family traditions. At first glance, they're very different, but it's precisely in these differences that the strength of their union lies. 3 brings joy, creativity, the ability to see beauty in the ordinary into the relationship. 6 provides stability, care, creates a cozy home. Their challenges: 3 might seem too frivolous to 6, and 6 might seem too serious to 3. The solution is mutual enrichment. 3 learns responsibility, 6 learns spontaneity. Interestingly, numerology has the concept of karmic numbers. These are special combinations that indicate deep soul connections between people. If the sum of your life path numbers equals 11, 22, or 33, this speaks of a special mission in your relationship. For example, if one partner is a 2 and the other is a 9, 2 plus 9 equals 11, their union might be directed towards serving others, creating something important for society. Numerology also considers relationship cycles. Every 9 years in a person's life, a new cycle begins, and relationships go through certain phases. Knowing these cycles helps survive crises and strengthen bonds. The first 3 years are the phase of acquaintance and adaptation. The next 3 are deepening and testing for strength. The last 3 years of the cycle are either separation or transition to a new level of intimacy. Many successful couples intuitively feel these cycles. They know when to give each other space and when to unite efforts. Let's look at practical advice for each life path number. 1s need to learn to listen to their partner, not always insist on their way. Your strength is in leadership, but a leader who doesn't hear the team is doomed to loneliness. 2s need to stop completely dissolving into their partner. Your sensitivity is a gift, but don't forget about your own needs. 3s should be more consistent in relationships. Your enthusiasm is contagious, but your partner needs confidence in tomorrow. 4s need to add spontaneity to relationships. Plans are good, but sometimes the best moments happen unexpectedly. 5s need to learn commitment. Freedom is important, but true freedom is in the ability to choose with whom to share it. 6s should remember themselves while caring for others. You can't give what you don't have. 7s need to open up emotionally. Your wisdom is valuable, but relationships are built on feelings, not just logic. 8s need to remember that love can't be earned. Success in business and success in relationships require different skills. 9s should learn to accept help. You're used to giving, but true intimacy is mutual exchange. And now let's dive into specific examples of compatibility. I'll tell you real stories that show how numerology works in life. Story 1. 2 entrepreneurs met, Anna, number 3, and Michael, number 8. At first glance, an ideal couple. She's creative, full of ideas. He's a strategist and implementer. But after a year, they realized their relationship was turning into endless work. The problem was that they didn't account for the shadow sides of their numbers. 3 can be superficial in emotions, and 8 can be too focused on results. The solution came when they began applying numerological principles consciously. Anna learned depth from Michael. She began completing projects instead of abandoning them halfway. Michael adopted lightness from Anna. He understood that not everything in life needs to be serious and purposeful. Now they have a successful business and a strong family. The key was understanding and accepting numerical differences. Story 2, Elena, number 2, and Dmitry, number 5. A classic contradiction. She seeks stability. He craves freedom. The first 2 years of their relationship were an emotional roller coaster. Elena constantly tried to tie Dmitry to home, plans, obligations. Dmitry felt caged and increasingly escaped into travels, projects, meetings with friends. The turning point came when they studied numerology. Elena understood Dmitry's freedom isn't a threat to their relationship, but a source of his energy. And Dmitri realized Elena's stability creates the foundation that allows him to fly freely. They found a compromise. 2 months a year, Dmitri can travel alone or with friends. The rest of the time they spend together, but Elena doesn't limit his spontaneous plans. In return, Dmitri gives her confidence in tomorrow through regular communication and joint planning. What about compatibility in business? After all, many of you are entrepreneurs. Numbers work here too. 1 and 8, an ideal combination for a startup. 1 generates ideas, 8 turns them into profit. Look at Steve Jobs, 1 energy, and Tim Cook, 8. This is a classic example of such a union. 2 and 4 create reliable, stable companies. 2 works with people, 4 works with systems. Such partnerships rarely give explosive growth, but ensure long-term stability. 3 and 7, a union of creativity and analytics, perfect for innovative projects. 3 comes up with ideas, 7 analyzes and improves them. But there are also difficult business combinations. For example, 2 ones in 1 project. Both want to be the boss, make key decisions. Without clear division of responsibility zones, such partnership is doomed. Or 5 with 6 in business. 5 wants to experiment, change directions. 6 strives for stability and predictability. A very clear agreement about who's responsible for what is needed. Let's talk about how numerology helps in raising children. Yes, numbers play a role here too. If your child is a 1, don't try to suppress them. Give them leadership opportunities in a safe environment. Let them choose games for younger children. Help plan family events. A 2 child needs harmony and peace. Avoid loud conflicts in their presence. Create an atmosphere of mutual understanding. Such children often become family psychologists. A 3 child will demand a lot of attention and approval. Don't skimp on praise, but also teach independence. Creative clubs and activities are mandatory. A 4 child might seem boring compared to brighter peers, but they will become the family's reliable support. Encourage their love of order, but add elements of play and spontaneity. A 5 child will constantly explore the world. Don't restrict them excessively, but establish clear safety boundaries. Such children often become independent early. A 6 child is a natural helper. They will care for younger ones, help with housework. It's important to teach them to say no and take care of themselves. A 7 child might be withdrawn and serious. Don't force them to be the life of the party, but gently involve them in communication. Such children often show philosophical inclinations early. An 8th child will strive for success and recognition. Support their ambitions, but also teach patience. Such children understand the value of money and work early. A 9 child is a wise old soul in a child's body. They will ask deep questions and empathize with others' pain. It's important not to burden them with adult problems. Interesting fact, parent compatibility affects the family atmosphere. If mom and dad have harmonious numbers, children grow up in a more stable emotional environment. For example, a 4 dad and 6 mom create an ideal foundation for upbringing. 4 provides structure and discipline. 6 provides love and care. Children in such families feel protected. What if parents are 1 and 1? 2 leaders can create a tense atmosphere of competition. It's important to learn to pass leadership to each other in different spheres of life. Now about how to use numerology to improve existing relationships. The first step is to honestly analyze your conflicts through the lens of numbers. Keep a conflict diary for a month. Write down what you fought about, how each reacted, how you made up. Then analyze the records from the perspective of numerical features. You'll see patterns. For example, if one of you is a 7, conflicts often arise from the need for solitude. If someone is a 5, fights happen because of freedom restrictions. Understanding these patterns is the first step to solving problems. Instead of accusations, start conversations with, I understand that your number needs. This radically changes communication dynamics. There are special harmonization techniques for each number combination. For example, if you have 1 and 9, regularly switch between leader and sage roles. One day 1 makes decisions. The next day 9 shares wisdom. For 2 and 8, rituals of tenderness amid business hustle are important. 8 must remember romantic gestures. 2 should support partners' ambitions. 3 and 6 can have creativity days and care days. On creative days, 6 supports 3's ideas. On care days, 3 helps 6 with household chores. An important topic, numerology in intimate relationships. Each number has its own features in expressing love and passion. 1s are passionate and straightforward in their desires. The feeling of conquering their partner is important to them. 2s need emotional closeness. For them, physical intimacy is a continuation of spiritual connection. 3s are playful and creative. They need variety and novelty. 4s value constancy and rituals. Predictability is important to them. 5s crave experiments and freedom, even in intimacy. 6s see closeness as a way to care for their partner. 7s can be mysterious and reserved. Psychological connection is important to them. 8s are intense and passionate. For them, closeness is a way to express power. 9s are generous and selfless in love. They give themselves completely. Understanding these features helps avoid misunderstandings in the most intimate sphere of relationships. Another important aspect, numerology and finances in relationships. Each number relates to money differently, and this can become a source of conflicts. 1s tend to spend on status items. 8s invest and multiply. 2s don't like conflicts over money. 4s keep strict accounting. If a couple has different approaches to finances, it's important to find a compromise. For example, allocate each person a personal budget for spending as they wish and plan common expenses together. It's important to understand numerology doesn't replace work on relationships. It's a tool for understanding, not a magic formula for happiness. The most harmonious numbers can destroy relationships without mutual respect and love. Remember, each person is unique. Numbers show tendencies, potential, but don't completely determine fate. You always have a choice: how to react, how to develop, how to build relationships. Numerology gives us a language for understanding differences between people. Instead of saying we don't suit each other, we can say we have different numbers, but we can learn to complement each other. This is a powerful tool for developing empathy and tolerance. When you understand that your partner acts not out of malice, but in accordance with their numerical nature, acceptance appears. A practical exercise for all couples. For a week, every evening, share with each other how your number manifested during the day. This will help you better understand yourself and your partner. And the final advice, use numerology as a bridge to understanding, not as a wall between you. Numbers unite, not divide those who are ready to work in relationships with love and wisdom. Friends, we've revealed just the tip of the iceberg of numerological compatibility. Numbers are the key to understanding yourself and others, but true magic happens when you apply this knowledge with love and wisdom. If this video helped you see your relationships in a new way, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel and ring the bell. There are more numerical secrets ahead. Write your life path number and your partner's number in the comments. Let's analyze your compatibility together. And if we get 5,000 likes, I'll tell you about secret name compatibility codes. Remember, numbers open doors, but you need to enter with an open heart.